Hey guys, this is Mohammad Rashid and today we are going to learn the PLC based interlocking system. In this video we will learn the interlocking programming on PLC and uses of interlocking in the real world. The most powerful interlocking system can be built by using computer based approaches, and the PLC represents the most cost efficient approach. The interlock logic is no longer hardware but coded in software. The PLC approach offers several advantages. We use interlocking system on traffic light, also on coffee making machine. The advantages of interlocking are flexible system configuration due to modular hardware and software, regularly scheduled background test of PLC system and sensitive IO, comprehensive system self-test, intelligent fault diagnostic, simplified troubleshooting, easy reconfiguration of the interlock logic, no mechanical wear and tear, improved security due to logic encapsulation in firmware. Okay guys, now we will see the PLC based interlocking programming on RX Logix 500 software. RX Logix 500 is an Rockwell automation software and we will do the programming on ladder logic. Okay, as you can see, I have taken a one input and the address I have given I:0/0. The name start PB1. I am taking 3 input on a 3 different rung because we are creating a interlocking type of project or interlocking type of program. So I am taking 3 different input. So we can see how the interlocking work. Okay, the address on the next input I have taken address I:0/1. We can give the name start PB2. On the another instruction we can take the input from the data files. Okay, see, if you on the cross area you can see that those 2 input we have used, but the dot area that is empty. So I:0/2 we can take a drag and drop on the input. This is also a one process to select the input address or output address or timer address. Okay, now we will give the name start PB3. So the 3 input we have taken. Now we will take NCs. Examine if open. We are doing 3 rung of project or 3 rung of programming. So I am taking 2 NCs on each rung to show the interlocking, how the interlocking work. Okay. So we have taken 2 NCs on each rung. We will take the branch and we will add on each rung. You know, the branch we have taken to hold that rung. Okay, because if I want to show the interlocking, so on the interlocking, if we hold that logic and if we on the another output, we can clearly see that how it is working. That's why I want to hold that output. Okay, now we are taking a output. The address on the first address I have taken O:0/0. That is motor 1. That is motor 1. So on the second output we will take O:0/1. And on the third we will take O:0/2 and we will give the name serially motor 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now as I told you that I have taken the branches to hold that output, so we will take one NO on each branches and we will give the address of that output on that run and on that instructions. So whenever the input will high, that output will high. When the input became low, but the output remains high because of that branch to hold that output. Okay. Now again I am taking a 1 NC on each rung to stop that logic or stop that rung logic. Okay, let the rung number 0 it's working. If you want to stop that rung, only that rung, so by that stop PB we can stop that 0 rung. Okay, now I am taking the address I:0/3, that is stop PB1. Same we will take the next one I:0/4, that is stop PB2, and I:0/3, 4 and 5, that is stop PB3. Okay, now our program has almost completed, but whenever you compile the program without adding any address on the instruction, it will show you that error. Okay, so compile to show you that how we can get the error or any fault and where it will show. Okay, now the main motive our doing that project or that programming to making the interlocking. So you can see I have taken a 3 input 3 output, and whenever one input will on, I need that let motor 1 has on, so motor 2 and 3 should stop. So I will give on rung 0 motor 2 and 3's output addresses on that NCs. Same on rung numbers 1, I will give motor 1 and 3's address. On rung number 2, I will give motor 1 and 2. Okay, now you have understand, and when I will compile, see there is no any error. Now we will run the logic, and I will give the start command to the motor 1. So when I will toggle the start PB, the output has on. You can see the motor 1 has on, but it is remain on because of the hold branch. But you can see the motor 1 has on, the addresses of the motor 1 on the rung 0, rung 1 and rung 2 had become active, and when you want to on that start PB2, the output will motor 2 will not on because it's blocking the output 0 by its interlocking. Okay, now we can see on the next run, as I told you that I want to stop the that rung, so I have taken. Now I have start motor 3. The motor 3 has on. Okay, I have released the PB, but if I want to on at the same time motor 2 or motor 1, it will both motor will not on because the motor 3's interlocking has stopping both the output to on. So this is the interlocking. So in the traffic signal we use that interlocking programming. Okay, in the coffee making machine we use that interlocking programming. I hope you understand my programming. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.